Welcome, Dr. James Beckett, Sports Card Insights, another YouTube video for my card wall. This is, I believe, panel 7 out of 80, plus a bunch more. Elven Bethea, I think he was on the wall before he was in the Hall of Fame, just because he was a great not great teams back in those days, but he was their defensive star. Well, not the only one, but Elvin, I don't think you're going to make the wall forever. You didn't. You're deserving, but there may be others that are more deserving. So, want to thank my sponsors before I get too far. Again, you can read, and most of you, if you follow the podcast, just to give an obscure thing. This is Jerome Bettis from his Slam card. And personally autographed with a nice artistic autograph, and I think he's getting more action as the bus in the latest commercial. Fred Biletnikoff, I just thought this was cool with the copper BVG 7.5. Okay, that the cards from the 70s, if they're 7.5s, there's still some nice looking cards. And Fred Biletnikoff was just a very technically strong, tough receiver. Larry Bird, that 83-84 star set. He was one. That was when his first few sets were kind of shorter printed. Maybe they were damaged. Maybe they weren't. They didn't sell well. But this is one of Larry Legend's very best star cards. So I chose that over some of the Fleer or other kinds of things, but all of them are great cards. I thought he was just great. In fact, he's the inspiration perhaps for Luka Doncic. Rolando Blackman, I'll probably keep Rolando on I know Rolando. I don't see him very much anymore, but just a really classy guy, great player, pretty unassuming, but clutch, and people underestimate because he just wasn't that flashy. George Blanda, and his name comes up because of the Tom Brady comparisons, that when you see what Tom Brady did at 44 and George Blanda did just showing up at 48. And I saw that, and he was, again, he doesn't look like he's that old in this one, but imagine it's 20 years later. Just thought I'd have a phone card there. Drew Bledsoe, $1,000 phone card, as if somebody needed a $1,000 phone card. That's the world we lived in back in the day when they had, when long distance was expensive. Now you couldn't do $1,000 worth of phone calls, I don't think. Rocky Blyer, again, inspirational Vietnam story. He may not make the grade, but he certainly is worth being on there at this point. And if people ask me about him, it's a story I'd like to be able to tell, but not a particularly tough card. Bruce Bochy, I believe this is his pre-rookie card. Again, he's an amazing manager. I don't know that he was a great player, but he was apparently a great manager, and managers that have continued repeated success do deserve to be in the Hall of Fame. So, and then lastly, Chauncey Billups could make the grade at some point. I think he was really fun to watch, very clutch, took the big shot, obviously. And then my friend Lyle Blackwood, that I've known for a long time, is, led the NFL interceptions back a long time ago. But Lyle, personal feelings aside, you may not make the final grade, but no one can take that title away from you. So again, thanks everybody. I'll be back again tomorrow with another episode.